now since you've brought it to The Boy Who Conquered the Mountain, like, man, what a piece of art like that is. And not like that goes to say for your writing, but also, is it Emilio Utrera? Is that how you say his name?
I think it's Emilio Utrera.
Yeah, but he did the pencils, inks, color, lettering, like.
Yeah,
He really brought your story to life. And man, like, I guess if you haven't read it, I found I read a lot of different random review sites for comics, but one person the guy gave a short snippet in this way. He said, "The Boy That Conquered the Mountain combines the classic hero's journey with Japanese history and rich, detailed artwork for a unique tale that serves as a metaphor for conquering one's fears." What do you take on that? I mean, do you like read when people post reviews of your stuff and you're just like, they don't quite get it? Or,
I do read that. I think you can't help that, you do wonder once you put something out there into the world, and you do want to know what people think of it. I mean, that's just a human, thing that you want to know what people think of it. I think that's what it is. It really is like a Knight's Tale. With that, originally, an alternative publisher was looking for kaiju stories, and at the time, I was like, kaiju stories, all the modern ones, they've been done, and I'm thinking I don't want to. So that's the thing. I know if I'm going to go into doing a story, I've got to really want to care about it. If I don't care about it, it's not only going to show in the writing, but I'm going to have an awful time writing something I don't care about. So I thought, well, how can I come up with a kaiju story that I really want to care about? Because, I don't want to do something derivative that everyone else has already done a modern version. So I had this whole idea, and I thought, well, what if it was, these creatures normally are from Japan. I was thinking, what if it was set in a fantastical time when, myths and magic really was around hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and it would be a perfect time to set it. And I could also blend, as a kid, I grew up and I was that, tiny, thin, gawky kind of kid that couldn't really kick someone's ass kind of thing. I was a bit of a nerd. And so I think I could put, that ninjutsu that I'd learned into it, that he's a training ninja in training and everything. And put all these different elements to it and bring something so different and combine it to also be a coming of age story, and an Asian take on A Knight's Tale, and with, again, those horror elements. And it's also, I don't know if I mentioned other places, but it's also allegorical, because my wife had passed away almost 5 years ago. And at the time, I wanted to, I dedicated it to my son. And I wanted to, if there ever be a time in his life when he's like a teenager or something like that, where he feels different, or he feels, maybe even not strong or something, or that he feels different from other people, I wanted to give him something that it doesn't matter like who you are, that you have, if you've got the strength within you, that you can conquer mountains, so that mountain in this is allegorical in the sense of in that light within you, that you can overcome anything, even tragedy. So